Does this prove Cody Rhodes is a bust? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm talking about and why I think it's an interesting topic to discuss because Cody Rhodes, WWE, they've been on a journey. They've been on a journey for over a decade now, if not 2 decades, stemming back from his initial WWE run, the ups, the downs, the challenges, and more. But really, it's been 2022 and on for Cody Rhodes because after returning to WWE, after leaving a company that many thought he would be a lifer in, a company in which didn't look at him as a main eventer. Now, granted, it was under Vince McMahon's leadership, and we all know how he can be a little odd, but it comes down to Cody Rhodes going out there, making a name for himself outside of the WWE bubble, and showing why he is the guy. And he has been the guy, something that was kind of quoted on by our tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Ironically, the same man that put over Cody Rhodes earlier this year at WrestleMania. It was 2022 that made Cody Rhodes who he is. I really do, because if you look at where he was in AEW, yeah, he was a player, but he wasn't what he was in WWE that we see him now, right? He had to come back, quote unquote, home. He had to return to WWE, and they put him over in a huge way, and they did it over the course of multiple months. He came back at WrestleMania 38. He feuded with Seth Rollins. He beat Seth Rollins at 3 straight PLEs, including one in which he had a torn pec. That is how significant Cody Rhodes is to WWE. That is what tells you and I what Cody Rhodes can be. And so when we go into 2023, he wins the Royal Rumble, he goes up against Roman Reigns, and he's not victorious. He puts over Roman, right? And everyone was shocked. Fast forward, 2024, he comes back, he wins the Royal Rumble. Things went a little sideways thanks to The Rock, but then he dethroned Roman as our undisputed WWE champion. And now he has been feuding with the likes of AJ Styles. He has feuded with Logan Paul. Now he's feuding with Solo Sikoa heading into SummerSlam on August 3rd in Cleveland, Ohio. And that leads us into today's topic because there's been a lot of mixed emotions about Cody Rhodes' reign as champion, his program with Solo, because I don't know about you, but I view Solo Sikoa versus Cody Rhodes as not necessarily a marquee feud. It's not something that I would say deserves the right to be put in the SummerSlam main event. Now, SummerSlam, it has matches like Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. It has matches like Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Yet Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa, it's going to headline. Why is that? Well, we're getting the return of Roman Reigns. And so that made me think, does this fact that the only reason that Cody Rhodes is getting a main event at SummerSlam is because of someone else? And I don't think that's the case. I think Cody Rhodes has actually become a much bigger star in 2024 than he was ever in 2023. I think the fact that he failed in his first attempt to dethrone Roman Reigns actually made him a bigger star because he was able, as a babyface, a superhero-like-esque character, to go through adversity, to show people that you can go through adversity and you can thrive and you can come out on the other side as a bigger, better person. I think that has only helped Cody Rhodes. I think that is something that is significant. So I do not view this as a bust. I think his championship reign has actually been phenomenal. And it's kind of ironic that he did go into a feud with a guy that has the nickname as the Phenomenal One, because it really has been a fun reign. It's going to be interesting to see how much longer this reign will last and everything like that as we go into, Survivor Series and the Crown Jewel in Saudi Arabia and Royal Rumble. Like, I anticipate Cody Rhodes to stay on top as the champion. I also anticipate him being the champion for quite some time, and I don't know who could dethrone him, right? Like, that's the interesting thing about CM Punk and Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns, and like you have all of these potential dream-esque opponents in a undisputed WWE Championship way. Speaking of The Rock, which we all know that WWE, they want to build towards Rock versus Cody at WrestleMania, right? Will it happen? I think so. They've teased it numerous times. It's something that everyone wants to see, right? Now, The Rock, he's been away from WWE because he was filming his latest Hollywood gig. The former WWE champion is slated to portray an MMA fighter in a drama from A24, which is the same studio that made The Iron Claw, a movie about the rise and fall of the Von Erich family that was released in 2023. Now, The Rock, he will be teaming up with director Benny Safdie, who directed Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler on Netflix. That's a really good movie, by the way. Rock is slated to play Mark Kerr, a two-time UFC heavyweight tournament champion. Now, the reason why this movie is so interesting is because Kerr obviously had a rise and fall in MMA, and he was also addicted to painkillers that led to an overdose. Luckily, though, he was able to overcome his demons, and he got clean. And he earned the nickname the Smashing Machine because of his fighting style. They recently wrapped up filming after filming for a few months in Vancouver. The dude is jacked more than usual for this film, and it's supposed to be coming out in like 2025, sometime around then, but I'm curious to see how The Rock does in this movie.